Look at this guy. What is he? Homeless? The teenager sneered, loud enough for half the coffee shop to hear. His friends laughed, trying to mask their discomfort behind smug grins. The old man didn't flinch. He stood at the counter, silent, his coat frayed at the sleeves, patched at the elbows, and sagging off his narrow shoulders like it carried the weight of something heavier than years. He was holding a crumpled $5 bill, squinting at the menu board with eyes that had once stared down hellfire. His boots were scuffed, soles separating. A backpack hung from one strap, stitched and restitched until the original color had vanished. Around him, people turned away, murmuring. The cashier looked uneasy. "Sir," she said hesitantly, we don't accept cash past 8 p.m. "It's 7:55, the old man replied softly. "Still, company policy. You'd have to order online." The teen's voice cut through the awkward silence again. Maybe he's confused. Probably doesn't even know what year it is. That one stung. A couple seated nearby snorted into their lattes. The veteran's hand trembled as he folded his money and backed away from the counter. "It's all right," he murmured. "No trouble." But trouble had already found him. Mockery, judgment, dismissal, it clung to him like his worn coat. The teen and his group were still watching, waiting for a reaction, basking in the twisted power of their moment. Then it happened. The old man turned to leave, and as he did, his coat shifted. Something clinked faintly, a metallic sound, barely audible. A woman near the door frowned. She'd seen something, shiny, hidden beneath the layers. "Wait," she said, standing slowly. The veteran paused. "Sir, what's that on your chest?" He hesitated, eyes darting toward the exit, but something in her tone wasn't like the others. It wasn't mocking. It was curious, kind. Slowly, with fingers stiff from age and perhaps a little pride, he unbuttoned the top of his coat. Silence fell like a curtain. Beneath the tattered fabric, lined against his chest, gleamed a row of military medals. Bronze Star, Purple Heart, Distinguished Service Cross. A ribbon from Normandy, another from Vietnam, symbols of bravery, sacrifice, and pain earned across decades of wars that others had only read about in textbooks. The teen's face drained of color. The woman stepped forward, whispering, You're a decorated soldier." "I was once," the veteran said softly. "Now I'm just a man trying to get a coffee." The manager came rushing out from the back, alerted by the hushed silence and the stunned expressions. "Sir, please, your drink's on the house. Anything you want." The cashier looked mortified. I didn't know. I'm so sorry." The veteran shook his head. "You don't owe me anything. I didn't serve for free coffee." A man near the window stood up and clapped, just once, then again. And slowly others joined. Some stood, some wiped their eyes. The teen and his friends shrank into their seats, faces burning, as the room transformed around them. This man, who had been laughed at just moments ago, was suddenly more than his coat. He was a hero, a living memory of sacrifice. And for the first time that night, he was seen. Midway through the applause, someone asked, "Which branch did you serve?" "Army," he replied. "First deployment was 69, last was 03. "Jesus," someone muttered, stunned. "You served that long?" He gave a faint smile. Someone had to. He told them about losing friends in Fallujah, about crawling through jungle swamps and desert storms, about returning home to a country that had forgotten how to honor its protectors. And when he mentioned sleeping in shelters, struggling with VA paperwork, and selling medals to buy food, the room fell silent again, but this time in shame. That coat, so mocked and dismissed, had not just kept him warm, it had hidden history, pain, glory, and humility. He wore it not because he was poor, but because he refused to throw away what had carried him through 1,000 battles. The teen who had jeered stood up. "Sir," he began, voice cracking, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I was just being a jerk." The veteran looked at him, then nodded. "I accept your apology, but remember, respect doesn't wait for proof." The words hit harder than any rebuke. They struck everyone in that room. By the time he left, his coffee in hand and coat buttoned once more, the air had changed. The cashier offered him a gift card. The manager gave him a hug. Someone slipped cash into his backpack. As he stepped into the night, the crowd inside stood in silent respect. One man, once invisible, had reminded them all that courage often walks quietly, clothed in rags. Before we end the story, let us know in the comment, where are you watching from? And if this story touched you, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button and drop a karma in the comments below.